talk to you about something.
Are you seeing Wayne again?
Girl, no. Shayla, I'm feeling mad guilty. I feel terrible about the whole engagement and me messing around with Wayne on that amazing man I have in the house.
Even after the wedding, don't you put that behind you?
I'm trying. God knows I am trying to put it behind me, but
I gotta get me a Club Tail endorsement. Anyway, y'all, I think that Ring doorbell is gonna be fixed. At one point in time, Amber told Wayne that she disarmed it. It's not torn up, she just disarmed it. It's bold to be having these conversations at home in front of the camera.
Weather. Yeah, girl, I threw something on,
It's like you out here trying to catch a man.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
I'm sure Aubrey appreciates it.
Yeah.
Hey, but you look nice, though.
Thank you. Yeah. I really appreciate that, yeah.
Shayla came kind of like a stalker, like, after she started dreaming about Anthony and stuff. It's kind of creepy. I'm trying to think of that movie, Fatal Attraction. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Fatal Attraction. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember that, but it's a movie about a young woman who had a fatal attraction for somebody. And she went through grave lengths to get that individual. It seems like this is happening with Shayla. Like, she is really obsessed with Anthony. So much so that her sister is telling her, girl, you need some help. You need to go pray about it. But that's that response that I talked about a while back. You can do all the praying and talking you want. But if you have those feelings inside, you just have them and they're not going nowhere. Like, talking ain't going to remove them. Sometimes either going through with whatever it is helps, or you just have to deal with it for the rest of your life. But people always want to say, talk to God, go to counseling, do this, do that. I do both. But at the end of the day, when a feeling is there, whether it's right or wrong, you can't deny it.
See what was going on. How you doing? But whatever you tell me stays with us, stays between you and I. So you can rest assured you don't have anything to worry about. What's happening? What's going on?
Bishop, my whole marriage was kind of built on a lie.
But anyways, anybody gonna say nothing about that Fenty jacket Bishop Chris has on? They get him in the game. They getting him in the game. Bishop done walked up there with a Fenty blazer on.
What makes you say that? When you say you lied to me, help me to understand that. Help me.
Bishop Chris talking about help me to understand. When you say you lied, Bishop, she lied. That means something she told you was not true. That means something she told you was false. Come on, Bishop, you know what she means. Just ask her, what did she lie about? Bishop Chris asked, do you know what brought this behavior on? That Jezebel spirit brought that behavior on, Bishop Chris. You know that's what you want to say. You want to say that old Jezebel spirit. That's Jezebel spirit, Bishop. You know what that was. Now she want to talk about her traumas. You know what? I'm so sick of this storyline. But I'm too invested to stop watching. Too invested. I'm up late, eating a charcuterie board and drinking a Club Tail Long Island iced tea. I'm too invested, but I'm so sick of this storyline. But I understand the storyline. Y'all, this is a valuable lesson. And again, if you have not experienced some of this stuff, it may just be a skit to you. I actually had somebody in my comments a day or so ago who was saying, it's just a skit. And like I told that individual, no pun intended, but it's more than a skit to some people. People with a life, people who have experienced things in their lives. If you had a bland childhood or life, you won't understand. You're going to see it as just a skit. But I know the demons that are in Amber's head. We want to, really like have an attitude with Amber and not care for her because of her actions. But I tell you, Hunty, them demons inside, that guilt, it will mess with you for a long time. So I understand why this storyline is so long, because that doesn't go away easily.
I don't know if God is going to forgive me.
Right there, because forgiveness is a beautiful thing and we all need it. There's not one person, Amber, on planet Earth that hasn't made mistakes.
Bishop Chris is right. It's not one person who haven't made a mistake. Sin is sin. I've said it in videos before. Sin is sin. It doesn't matter what it is. Sin is sin. And we look at Amber at what she did as like, a big sin or whatever, but sin is sin. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Bishop, he gave her a car. That's what he gave. He gave her a car and some good eggplant. And it reminds her of him every single day. You know what? Bishop gonna realize who it is. Why did she say car? Bishop was looking like, that pretty must be good, dude. I bought you a whole Audi? That Audi that I saw? What? Bishop say that stuff good. Bishop, come on now. Bishop Chris told Amber, or asked Amber, is there an attachment to this individual from the car? No, Bishop, it's the soul ties. She tried to give the car back, but it's the soul ties. That's what that is. You talked about soul ties whenever you counseled them. Come on, why is Bishop acting like he don't know? I mean, it's a 6-minute skit. I guess they got to just say random crap just to make it long.
If you feel like you have an attachment to him on the basis of this thing, maybe you need to give it back. What car did you drive before that?
I have a Volkswagen. That's still
the blue one back there?
It's black.
Black? Okay, I thought it was blue. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Amber, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Giving that back might be a challenge. You might feel better, and you might feel a little stupid.
Bishop told her giving that back might be a challenge. Bishop rethinking that thing. Bishop said, look, you know what? That little Volkswagen you had back there, good. Forget that. Remember that shit you was driving. Sorry, y'all. Remember that crap you was driving? You got an Audi now, girl. This... I enjoy this. I enjoyed this skit, and I enjoy all of them. And when it comes to this, this storyline, although I say I'm annoyed with it, I know what it is to live a double life. I lived a double life, and I know what it is. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. And it doesn't just go away. We talk about how we're tired of the storyline, but this is real. Sorry if I'm making too much noise, son. But this is real. Yeah. And let's look at some of the comments. I saw one as soon as I clicked on here. It says, if Anthony would get his doorbell fixed, he would know all that he needs to know about Amber. Y'all, the doorbell is not torn up. I think Amber deactivated the doorbell when her and Wayne was talking. She told him when he asked, he was like, "Does that work?" She was like, I fixed it or whatever. So I think she deactivated. So it's not torn up. So you can't say Joanna Brown 9694 to fix it. It's not torn up. Katrina 817 says, Bishop don't cut no corners. Love his role alone with Mama D. Please do more with them and don't dumb down their roles. I'm not a fan of Mama D, but when she's spiritual and she'll pick up on Amber real quick. Biggs 791 says Pastor Chris was dropping bombs throughout the whole interaction. Straight relatable fact. Yeah, I said that, Jonathan Diggs, unless you've lived a life of a lot of this stuff in these skits, you can't relate to it, and apparently you can, because you have. I relate to a lot of this. Sunshine OK 8DF says, I believe she's still in love with Wayne, and she is also feeling guilty because Anthony is a good man. Yeah, I mean, when being a good man trumps everything that you're doing, especially when you're doing something bad. And yeah, she's gonna feel guilty because every time she approaches him about, coming clean about something, yeah, his finances are jacked up right now, but every time she wants him to be able to say, well, I cheated. She wants him to be able to say that so bad, but he can't because he did it. And just, because he adores her and puts her on this high pedestal, yeah, her conscience is going to continue to bother her because he is a good man. Yes. Anybody with a conscience should feel this way. If you don't feel this way, you ain't shit. Joshua Mitchell Bay 7 says, Amber feels guilty but still got married. That's called being selfish. That's called ready to settle down, ready to be married. That's just what that is. Yeah, these club tales so good. I mean, I guess it is a form of selfishness, but I mean, she thought it was going to be easy, but it's those soul ties that she thought it was going to be easy, but it's those soul ties that have her and Wayne still connected. All right. Fit Black Man Mister says, I like this dude. He kept it 100. You might feel stupid. Yeah, he did tell her that shit. If anybody dropped the mic, it was Renita 2470. She says the fact that Amber and Wayne continue sleeping together right up to the day of her wedding, try sharing that with the bishop. That's another drop the mic moment. See, she's not going to share that. She's going to give enough just to make her confession. So she's not going to share that. But girl, Renita 2470, you said a mouthful. Say that loud enough for the people in the back. I mean, I couldn't even watch that video. I still have not watched that video when her and Wayne was together. I couldn't. But y'all, let's talk about this. What do you think about the counsel that Bishop Chris gave her? Let's talk about it. And as always, thank you so much for listening to Storytime with a Grown Woman Swag, and the W is silent. If you did not, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification so you'll know when I upload a video. And I will see you, as always, in the next one. Bye, guys.